All right, Sam Noakes, future world title challenger. What was your reaction when this fight became official?
Yeah, no, obviously I was buzzing, but I know how the industry works. So till that deal got over the line and we got a date, I was trying to contain the excitement a little bit.
What were you knew where you were in the rankings for the WBO. This title is vacant because Keyshawn Davis missed weight in his last fight, had to give it up. That fight never took place with Evan De Los Santos. What were you thinking as all that was going on?
I think, obviously, I heard a few rumours that he might be tight at the weight, but obviously, you don't know what's going to happen. I didn't know whether he'd have that one last fight and then move up later on in the year. I knew, obviously, getting into that #1 spot would have been ideal for me, but then it's all just fallen into place, and it really, I ain't complaining. But just when he missed weight and then they stripped him, I was obviously excited with that. And then, obviously, got the phone call about this fight, and I took it with both hands.
Is this the culmination of kind of a lifelong dream for you?
You know what? I can't say that it's always been a lifelong dream. I mean, obviously, like I got into boxing, but I was never this big superstar from day one. Do you know what I mean? It's just hard work and determination. Do you know what I mean? I've not been like since I've been a kid dreaming about it. But it's obviously just slowly. I won like domestically titles as an amateur, and then thought, oh, you know what? This might actually work out. And then obviously turning pro. That's been my #1 focus. And then we've done British, Commonwealth, European, got my WBO international, and then I'm gonna go grab that world title at the end of the year.
What was it like having a brother that got into boxing? Did it make you want to get into it?
No, I never wanted to actually do it, to be honest. I didn't want to. My mum made me do it because obviously Sean ended up doing really well. He started flying at it, and then my mum was like, you know what, you're being a little bit of a little sod at home. You got to go up and do it as well. And I was like, all right, if I got to. And then just took to it really well, you know. And then me and Sean were so competitive. I don't know if you've ever seen any videos of us fought together, but we're all like cat and dog, and we create it all the time. Do you know what I mean? But it's good because we're so competitive, and obviously having that older brother to look up to when I was a young kid, and obviously trying to be better than him because obviously he was better than me when we were younger. I ain't gonna say he is now, but yeah, it's good. It's good. I think it's good as a family as well. Like we're all into it as well.
So what was the sparring like between you two guys? Did you went at it like cats and dogs there?
No, so it was rough at first because I couldn't get you. I couldn't beat him because I was so small. It was hard, but as we got older, it ended up getting a little bit tighter, and we're not allowed to do it no more. We ain't allowed to do it. I think we had, when he was still amateur, was our last spar.
Who put a stop to it after that? Who was the one that said, no mas?
Oh, no, I just think it's the coach's decision. Said, you know what, we're bigger too much. End up having a couple rows after and all that. So we try not to do it no more.
It sounds like, I remember talking to the Klitschko brothers once, and they didn't spar either because they said it got too intense, like too physical. I think it's either you don't want to hit your brother or you really want to hit your brother.
I don't think it's a case of not wanting to hit him. I think it's more probably trying to hit him too much, isn't it? But I think what it is you go in there, you be like, all right, we're only going light, no one take liberties, and someone will hit you with a good shot, and then you think, oh, all right, and then it just escalates like that, or someone will be like, oh, that was a good shot, and you think, oh, all right. So it's just easier not to do it, I think.
You've got a great record, 15 knockouts on your resume. You've kind of flown under the radar, I think, over the last couple of years as you've risen up the rankings. What do you think people are going to find out about you on fight night?
Well, they're going to find out that I'm about that life, that it's not just a padded record, you know what I'm saying? I'm quite glad that I've been underneath the radar. I'm not used to all these big bright lights and all that, do you know what I'm saying? So I don't mind because I've still got in the same position and made less noise. So, but after this, it's going to be the breakout fight for me.
When did you start to think about that world title? When did it become kind of as you said at the top, you never really was a lifelong dream. When did you start to think about that title?
I think when I turned pro, and I think like when you see all the big names and you're doing that, and I think that it's the pinnacle of the sport, innit? Obviously, I know you got undisputed and things like that, but like just take one step at a time, innit? But I think that was always turn pro, and I feel like, yeah, I want to win a world title. And it was always in stages in my head. It was always like British, and then get on the European scene, and then whatever happens after that, hopefully leads me in the position I'm in today.
135 has been a great division for years now. Guys like Lomachenko were there, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez. Were you watching these guys as you were fighting, thinking, all right, maybe how do I match up with this guy? How might that fight go?
Yeah, I think so. I won't really look at them. I remember just watching them and think, God, how unreal fighters are they? Like, you think Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez. I watched that fight. I even got up for that fight, and I don't normally do that because I'm not massive into watching boxing and that. But I got up for them fights, and I think like, even tomorrow for the press conference, some big names on that table, and I'm up there. Do you know what I mean? Just a little old fella from Maidstone. So I'm looking forward to it.
It's funny hearing you say this because you say boxing wasn't really a lifelong dream for you. You didn't really think much about being a world champion early on in your boxing life, and you're kind of like you're definitely not happy to be here because you want to win that world title. But it sounds like this is just an experience for you.
Yeah, I think it's got to, isn't it? You think like, look, I was at home yesterday and now I've been flown out to New York to do it. Do you see what I'm saying though? Yes. I think you'd be mad if I was sitting there all miserable about it. Of course I'm buzzing with it. It's a great opportunity for me, but I think it's nice. I've not killed myself overthinking about it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all sort of just fall into place with just me putting in the work, having a great team to guide me, and it's all just come together nicely.
Abdullah Mason, heavily hyped prospect for a couple of years now, has gotten a lot of exposure on ESPN in the US. When you saw his name behind yours in the rankings, what did you think?
I think it's just we're both in the same position. I think in my head I never sort of imagined it against someone like that. I never imagined the title being vacant, for example. It'd always be me challenging another champion, but I think it's a brilliant fight, absolutely brilliant fight. Both got good records, both come to fight, so looking forward to it.
Have you watched much tape on him yet?
I haven't yet. I mean, listen, we got a long road till November, boys. I don't want to drive myself mad about it, but I will do.
People look at that knockout record, the knockouts on your resume, the 15 knockouts, and that looks like you're a puncher. Do you see yourself as a puncher?
Maybe a little bit, I suppose. Maybe a little bit. I think it's more just work rate, really, just breaking them down. I've not got many highlight reels, but maybe we get one more end of the year. Maybe we'll see.
He's got you have a lot more experience, I think, than him coming into this fight. He's also been knocked down a couple of times. I think that power could be a difference maker for you.
Yeah, I think. Oh well, hopefully. I think hopefully, but. Nah, listen, I think it's a great fight. Obviously, he showed a few chinks in his armour. There's a few things that he's got that I haven't, and there's a few things that I've got on him. So that's what I think that makes it a brilliant matchup.
I think it's going to be a fun fight and a fun experience for you, no question about that.
It's going to be good. It's turning into a good little life I'm having.
Good luck, Sam.
Thank you very much.
The Ring 4, November 22nd. Watch only on DAZn.